Hello there, everyone. The Andrada here, and welcome back to episode 21 of our Project Architect 2 Let's Play series, where today we are working on quite a few things, but we're getting our Evoker plushie taken care of. We're working through Ars Nouveau. We're working, getting quantum wireless connections going. Like, we got a lot happening, so let's get into it. I'm glad I know sign language. It's pretty handy. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful day here in the world of the Andrada. Apologies if my voice sounds a little bit off. I'm feeling a tad bit under the weather. So, yeah, well, got that going for me, which is great. But anyway, today, wow, man, I love these boots. Make me so fast. Jeez, I'm like flying everywhere, and the lack of gravity on them is kind of fun. Anyway, today we have things and stuff that we're going to work on. Not stuff and things, but things and stuff, absolutely. Today we're going to continue off where we left on last episode. So we were working towards getting ourselves our singularities, right? And we had set up ourselves our matter condenser with our integrated dynamics water. We did our squeezer thing and all that good stuff. You're going to notice I tore the squeezer down. If we need it again, I will absolutely go ahead and set up the mechanical squeezer portion, but we have a pretty decent amount of the crystallized minerals, so we'll see what we ultimately end up needing. But as you can see, I have singularities. I also have 3.1 billion EMC, and I have 77 hours worth of time because I let the game AFK for a couple hours just to make sure that we got those singularities. Then we ended up with 26 plus 2 total. So yeah, we have the things that we need to go ahead and get wireless access to our AE2 system wherever we are at. I'm going to take this over to the end, only simply because I know that there is a giant pillar of obsidian somewhere around here, like over here. So I can just go ahead and do this whole explosion-y thing without having to worry about, destroying anything. It's just going to chill here. So if you've never used the singularities before from AE2, you would just have to throw some tiny TNT and a button out so we can place the tiny TNT. Tiny TNT has a smaller explosion radius. I believe it's only like 3 blocks instead of a massive chunk. But we can also throw out only one of those. I don't know if we can do 2 at a time. So an ender pearl dust and a singularity, we throw those out. We give it a boom, and it's going to boom into quantum entangled singularities. They're going to be linked together. So we can do that again because I want to get a set of these. Caveat with this being, make sure you keep track of which ones are your sets because they do not have like a special name or anything to them. So if you get them mixed up, good luck, because you are not going to be able to figure out which one is which. Excuse me. Turn the magnet off. Jeez, I didn't remember turning it on. So anyway, yeah, make sure that you have your sets separated like so. But with this, we should now be able to go ahead and make ourselves wireless AE everywhere. So we just need to head ourselves back home and pop into our MDF. And then from our MDF, we can go ahead and pop downstairs. And I think maybe I'll put it, maybe the quantum bridge, the quantum link chambers can sit here. And then just like we have here, we have a tower. We could have a tower here for quantum bridges if we need to, because they take up the same exact amount of space. So if I take my quantum link chamber and I place it down here, and I take my quantum ring, I can go ahead and surround it. And then inside of here, I just have to put one of my quantum entangled singularities. And then the other one goes into our terminal here, and that is going to work. However, I got to get this hooked up to our network, and I can have it hooked up anywhere on here, I believe. Can we even hook it up to the link chamber? We'll find out. I know I have cable run this way, or I could run a cable. Oh, I actually do have cable running this way as well. So really, I have options over here. But I think I'll go and grab a shrinkerator and shrinky dinky myself. Excuse me. Shrink. I'm holding shift. Hello? I'm not shrinking. For some reason, did it... Oh, it got reset. I don't know what happened there. Come on, do it. There we go. Now I'm shrunk. So I can go ahead and dig straight up here. Come on. I'm double tapping. I like those hurricane boots, but sometimes they're kind of annoying because they don't work correctly every single time. Or it makes me think I have flight enabled when I actually don't. So if I go ahead and dig down here, we should run into the cable then now. Or at least, yeah, somewhere around the cable. Okay, so we'll go back to here. Apparently I dug it too deep, as in 2 blocks deep. We can grab some dense cable, not that it matters, but dense cable. And we can run that. Excuse me, sir. Why are we doing every other block? Thank you. I was holding the button down. It obviously did not like me. Bam. Let's go ahead and... Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to replace the dirt because I put it away. And then we can go ahead and run this down. And again, it doesn't make a difference because these are all going to transfer 32 channels because we do not have channels enabled. So we can go ahead and bigify ourselves. We do apparently need to move this back one. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll just have it come straight out of the wall. Or I mean straight here, because it does have to hook up to one of those rings. So now normally you would have to place this. This can transfer over 32 channels. So you would need an entire face of your... of a controller if you wanted to be able to transfer all of the channels to wherever you would want to go. But again, we have channels disabled because I didn't care to play with them this series. So yeah, disabled channels. Cool. So now we have our quantum link and it is working. So now if I were to pop over into another dimension, such as the end, I can access my AE system straight from here, which is lovely. We don't have to worry about having access anymore, which means I don't need my ender pouch, which I actually don't have with me. It also means I don't need this backpack anymore, right? I can just go ahead and shove that into the system because we don't need it. Anyway, so that takes care of that. So the other things that I wanted to work on this episode, and the reason I made extras are for future. We'll probably want a quantum bridge to go out into the end at some point so we can get like a wither spawner or something set up out there on top of that obsidian. Anyway, the reason that I wanted to go ahead or what I want to do now is continue working towards our Evoker and all that stuff. In between episodes, you can see I still have, I have again, Hero of the Village, because I went and farmed up a couple more raids in our village. So we have the things that we should need to make the Evoker for the most part. I have more Totems of Undying, so we have those. I need Netherite Nuggets. I also went ahead and killed a few more withers. So we have 3 nether stars. So not a whole lot, but enough for now, right? Give me one of these, please, quickly. Thank you. Perfect. So I should be able to go ahead and request the Soul Stone. And I remember the Soul Stone is a concentrated Totem of Undying, so you can keep that. Honestly, it wouldn't be a terrible idea to make 2 of these, because that way if we die, we come back to life. And it just utilizes the durability on this. The question then becomes, does the repair talisman repair this, or is it blacklisted on the repair talisman? That is a question I don't have any answer to. But anyway, we got the Soul Stone. I thought I had 3 nether stars. Oh, the other one's pulled there. That's why. I was like, wait a minute, where did 1 nether star go? So now all we need to do is work on getting our Ominous Trial Key and an Archmage Spellbook, which shouldn't be terribly too difficult. We just got to get a Wild and Tribute. And we need a Novice Spellbook, which we do have, right? Yeah, I have a Novice Spellbook, so we can go ahead. We can actually honestly upgrade this to Mage, and then all we have to do to get to Archmage is to get a Wild and Tribute, which is done by defeating the Wild and Chimera, which is not really going to be that terribly too difficult. We can get a, it's a Source Link, the Vitalic Source Link, since we have a mob farm set up. We can get a Vitalic Source Link going on. We need a Ritual Brazier. We're going to need some source jars. And then that's pretty much all we're going to need to be able to get this. We have to summon the Wilden. So we'll have to look what that ritual is going to be. But ultimately, this should not be terribly too difficult. Honestly, we have pretty much everything we need for this. Maybe some Archwood, but I think I even have Archwood in here. I picked some up at the beginning of the series. So I have Blazing Archwood available to us. So we can just throw that in the system and bam, we should be okay. So that's going to take care of that. Now, that is going to be our Evoker, and that's the only other thing we're missing other than the Ominous Trial Key. I did get more Ominous Bottles, quite a few, as you can see. We need a total of 4 of these for our setup, so I'd like to take the others and go try and get that key. But before we do, I can go ahead and actually, oh no, I forgot. I got to go to the dimension and go find some of those slimes to get this dimensional essence. So never mind. I was going to say we could make the goat, but we're also not quite there yet. Let's head over to a trials chamber and pop inside of it. I love having night vision now, by the way. That makes things so much easier. So if I drink this and then go inside, I have Bad Omen. Excuse me, rude. That says Bad Omen 1. What if I drink another one? Does that level up my Bad Omen? Bad Omen 2? It does. What if I go to level 3? That's level 3. Can I go even higher? Level 4? I don't know what this is going to do for me, but we'll go to level 5. That's fine. And so if I pop in here, it should make these more challenging, right? This is supposed to be harder. Right? I think. Isn't that what this is supposed to do? Yeah, like the fire out of this is blue now instead of red like it was before. And these guys definitely look more beefy coming out of this. I mean, the Qatar still does all the work for us. And we literally have to do nothing. It looks like we have invisible spiders coming out of here, so that's fun. So when I kill these guys, they spawn slimes, which is quite entertaining. Okay. Did I get anything special? I mean, I got some blessed stuff. I still have 10 minutes of 5, so maybe we go to... let's activate all of these. Like, it don't matter to me. I am a god, so none of these guys are going to do anything to me. And our range on this Qatar is absolutely broken, so I can hit all of them from over here. That's great. What kind of enchants do you have? You don't even have enchants. You just got like buku armor. You do have infested, so you're getting some silverfish spawn in. But outside of that, I think I saw a key. Yep, there it was. I picked up the key. That's exactly what I needed. Ominous trial key. Perfect. That's all we're here for. Don't need anything else. That was a very fast teleport, by the way. Okay, so that's great. Now we know how that works. Now, I'm assuming if I go to a village with Bad Omen 5, is that going to make a harder raid? I know that's a vanilla mechanic, and I don't honestly know how that works. Let's pop over to our village and let's just see. Does this make a harder raid happen by having level 5 on me? Or do I have to drink it while here? Because nothing seems to be happening. It doesn't say raid like it did before. Maybe I have to drink another bottle while I'm here. Or is it because I have 16 minutes left on Hero of the Village? I can't do it here again. Though I did do them back to back before. No, that started a raid. Oh, that says Trials Omen 5. Okay, cool. Well, y'all are on your own. Don't care. At this point, I got what I came for. Okay. Cool. So that took care of that. So now the only other thing that we're going to need for this is to get into Ars Nouveau, which we can absolutely definitely do. Another thing that we're going to need to work on getting into is going to be Industrial Foregoing. We need to get latex and all that stuff and plastic going because Industrial Foregoing is going to be required. We need to get a Wither Builder and everything, but we're getting there. We're getting close to where we need to be. If we take a look at our quests, our adventure bound, this shouldn't be terribly too difficult to do. We do need to get like a fluid encapsulator with chocolate. So we're going to have to get into a little bit of create here. We're going to need to get into more create. We're going to need a cooking pot with some crab legs and stuff. We're going to have to go to a beach and go slay some crabs. Sweet rolls. We got chicken. That doesn't look too hard. That's eggs and potatoes and stuff with some radish, it looks like, or onion. Shepherd's pie. Like all this stuff doesn't seem terribly too difficult overall, so that one will be okay. Now we do need to pop into the bee dimension and go hang out with the bee queen and see if we can't get that done, but that doesn't even seem terribly too complicated. Doesn't even look like we need any of the royal jelly, to be honest with you. We do need to find the bee queen so we can get the windy air. But yeah, there's that. We need to find an ancient city to go into to get a warden so we can go into the deeper darker to be able to find, I think it's these soul crystals. That is the hard part. When the ancient vase, Stalker is a mob that spawns by destroying ancient vases found in ancient cities and ancient temples. When the ancient vase is destroyed by a player without Silk Touch, there is a 9.53 chance that Skulk Leeches will spawn and 0.47% chance for a stalker to spawn. Soul crystals can now also be found as looting from breaking ancient vases. So these are the things that we need, and as far as I understand, those are the hard things to get. So that's the part that we're going to care for. The dragon, we need to get into Draconic, it looks like, and some Dragon's Breath. The goat we are working on, we can get into this fairly soon. We need to go find a monument and take care of this part, but that doesn't seem too difficult, and we're there. So, I mean, lots of things to do, but really not anything super duper complicated, just kind of sort of time consuming overall. So with that, I think let's go ahead and work on getting ourselves this Ars Nouveau stuff going. Archwood slabs is going to be some sort of archwood, so we can go ahead and grab some planks, and then we can grab some slabs, and we'll grab a bunch of those, and then source jars. We're going to grab, I guess, 30 of those. That was not intended, but I didn't mean to shift click on that one. Oh well. We're going to need to get ourselves a Vitalic source link, which is going to require source gems, which we do happen to have. I picked some up at some point from a chest, I imagine. So we'll just fill up inventory and then shove it all into the system. So that's source gems. We can go ahead and grab ourselves a glycering melon slice, which is going to require a melon slice, which is going to require some melons, which I guess I don't have. I do have melon slices here, though, so we can do that. That's melon slices. Now we can glycering them. Bam, and that's going to get us a Vitalic source link, and that's going to start getting us our source from Ars Nouveau. So we need to pop over to our mob farm here. I'm going to turn my magnet off just to be safe. And up top here seems like a great spot for this Vitalic source link to sit, I believe. It should be well within range. And then all we got to do is put our source jars down, and then as mobs are killed down there in our farm, they will start filling up these jars. Easy as that. And can they sit on top of each other? Will that work? I don't even know where that essence just came from. It came from like over here. We'll find out if these can sit or do they have to be at the Z level for our Vitalic source link. But you can see there, we already have 50% full for that. If we pop into our Mage's spell book, we can go ahead, C is the default key. This is where you can go ahead and build all your spells for Ars Nouveau. We don't necessarily need that. But what we do need is the Wilden tribute. So we're going to need a Vexing Archwood and then 3 of any kind of Wilden thing. And then we're making a Tablet of Summon Wilden. That's what we're looking for. Tablet of Summon Wilden. There we go. So maybe I can make this. I don't have anything Wilden. I have Wilden horns. I actually have Wilden wings, Wilden horns. So we can go ahead and grab, sure, a stack of those. Throw them in here. Grab the Tablet of Summon Wilden. Now we do need, we need the Wilden Hoobie-de-doody. I can't remember what his name is. Do we need Vexing Archwood specifically? I can't use non-Vexing. I can't use Blazing. I'm going to have to go find Vexing Archwood. That's the purple one, right? It's not really appearing on the map either. I see that I have I have literally every color over here. I got blue, I got red, I got green, I got yellow, but I'm not seeing any purple. That's like lightning coated. That's you. That was cascading. You are flourishing. You are flashing. Turn the magnet back on. Probably turn it back on over here to grab those. Yeah, I need the purple one for the Vexing. Okay, I'll be right back. You know what? I don't know why I'm doing all this fancy stuff. The Vexing Archwood sapling is purchasable in the market. So we can just grab ourselves a nice market and be able to buy it for 1 emerald. And then I can just grow the seed, bone meal it, and then I'll have the Vexing. So I don't need to go crazy trying to find this. Let's grab ourselves some bone meal. And grab an emerald. And with that, we're good. By the way, I did go ahead and put, I have Totems of Undying. I did get an Evoker spawn egg and put him in our Wither farm because we ended up with, we have over 8,000 Wither skeleton skulls, so I don't know if we're going to necessarily need any more. So we want Vexing, Archwood sapling, thank you, give me that. Market is a fantastic block. Super simple for things like that. Let's learn this really quick. And then we'll plant it, harvest it, good to go. Okay. And that takes care of that portion of things. Good, and we are good. Okay, cool. So now I got my vexing. So now I should be able to go ahead and first off, we're going to learn that. And I already learned the sapling, right? You can go in there. You can go in there. Sure, that's fine. Shove everything else in here. And then so now we can get our Wilden tribute. Now, as far as I know, or I'm sorry, the Wilden summoning tablet. When I do summon this, I need to go ahead and modify the recipe with a Wilden horn. Or all of the Wilden things, right? I need to add them to my ritual brazier in order to summon the Chimera. Let's take a look in our book and just double check that. When augmented with a spike, a Wilden spike, horn, and wing, this will summon the Wilden Chimera, a challenging and destructive monster. So that's all I need to get taken care of for that. So let's go ahead and grab. We should have our source jar full. Oh, and we can put source jars up top. So that's good to know. Which means I can go ahead and create a wall of source jars if I need to. We'll go ahead and place this somewhere outside of the village. Like, I mean, over here is fine. Honestly, this guy's going to die in one shot anyway. What is that? What are you? You are a pig with a antenna. Interesting. Don't know what that's for. Anyway, so we can go ahead and place our, I put my ritual brazier away. Ritual. I never made the ritual brazier. That shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Source gem block, which does have EMC on it. So we can go ahead and do that. I like to be invisible to all the enemies. Just don't bother me. Go away. Or take damage when you come near me. You know what I could do? Our Swiftbowl Spreading Gale. I believe if I shift click this, it'll now push enemies away from us. So it pushes entities away if you use it. So I can come... Yeah, look. He just gets pushed away. I'm not doing anything. They just get pushed. It creates a bubble around me. It does use EMC, but at this point, I think we're okay with that. And then I don't got to worry about these guys coming near me and bothering me over here. Anyway, what am I trying to do? Ritual Brazier. That's what I was doing. I was learning the Source Gem block. Okay. Ritual Brazier is going to require an Arcane Pedestal, which is going to require Source Stone, which is this. And also is EMCable, so I can go ahead and actually just, learn it. Give me that back. Thank you. Shove that in there. Ritual Brazier, Arcane Pedestal, bam, Brazier, bam. There we go. So if I place this down and I place my source jar down, I should be good to go. All I have to do is put my tablet in here and then insert the augments. Bam. And look, he's going to try and get over here, but he can't. And then I just right click on this and it's going to summon the Chimera. And then I just got to yeet him and delete him. And then we're good. That takes care of that part. Good. He should be somewhere around here. I don't know where he's at. Oh, he spawned in over there. Goodbye. Oh, actually, he survives much more than I would expected him to. He must either have a... Oh, I forgot. He keeps getting pushed away. Like, why is he running away like that? That's my bad. Okay, cool. And honestly, we get yellow hearts out of killing him, so that's really not, like, too bad of a thing. But yeah, anyway. So now we should be able to come home. We can go ahead and upgrade our Mage's spellbook to Archmage. And with that, we can go ahead and craft ourselves our Evoker plushie. Bada bing, bada boom. We got it. We can learn it. And now that is our second plushie that we need for our system. So we have our plushie, and we can grab the... excuse me? Where's my axolotl? Oh, it's not called axolotl plushie. That's the one that's not. I guess technically he's not called a plushie either. That was the Evoker. So we can go ahead and shove those two into the system. That way we have them. So that is 2 done. Quite a few more to go. Before we end the episode, let's go ahead and collect our quests and see if we got anything juicy or golden out of that. We got a camel plushie. Cool. We got a cave spider. Love it. We got a fluid transfer node from Cyclic. Those are pretty cool. A basic EMC link. Meh. Golden carrot, we got our wild and spikes, we got a polar upgrade, we got a jelly baby, and we got beetroot seeds. So yeah, all in all, not terribly too bad rewards. Nothing helpful, but not bad. Especially if we were in the early game, those would be really good. Anyway, so that's it for today's episode. We got wireless AE2 or infinite wireless, quantum wireless going on with AE2. We got ours Nouveau taken care of, gotten our Wild and Tribute, and we got our Evoker plushie. Like, can't beat that. I think next episode, we'll head into the B dimension, take care of those quests. And then I think maybe after that, we'll head into the Deeper Dark and get the Deeper Dark quest done. And then from there, kind of sort of see where we're at. Because it's been a lot of work going on lately. So I think let's do a little bit of exploration. I think that sounds like fun. Plus it'll take care of these echo shards, which I needed for something. And I honestly don't remember what in the world I need these for anyway. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Have a good one.